Hi, welcome back to another edition of Rehash, when we go over some of the big headlines of the week.
And for our little island, we certainly have big and unique headlines here on Guam. And speaking of unique, you actually covered a story with a con man who was arrested, and then last week, Thursday, I believe, then the following day, he was released, and then on Monday, he was arrested.
It gets confusing. Yes, Zachary Carriaga was arrested in connection to at least 9 tool scams. What he allegedly did was he would call people up, offer to sell them tools for a really good deal, like a water blaster, then bring them to a secluded location and take their money before the exchange ever happened, and they'd be waiting outside. And one of his targets was Manila Mayor Nito Blas, who was very frustrated at the incident, and he wasn't the only one. Member of 9 people, and 4 people reportedly identified him as the man who conned them.
And so people, what I thought also was interesting was the fact that when he appeared before the judge, he then tried to negotiate his release. I want to show that video clip because it was kind of interesting.
Yes, Dr. Speak, please. I'm asking if, I'm requesting if we can release me and with the cooperation that I speak to GPD after I'm released, and I will check in with probation 3 times a week. I need to be, released, and I will cooperate with GPD for some other cases. I spoke to GPD, but they said unless I'm released, then I can go to them and cooperate with them.
And clearly, the judge didn't bite and denied his request. I should also note that that first Friday he was arrested, he called us here at KUAM and tried to profess his innocence. He wanted to set the record straight, and he told us he was going to hire a lawyer. But I guess before that ever happened, he was arrested again.
Well, another huge story that we covered was this huge announcement about a big star coming to Guam. Matter of fact, people couldn't even believe it. They kept on, I know several of us got so many texts wondering, are you guys joking? Is it a late April Fool's joke? Well, it wasn't joke, it was for real. Anissa, that was your story.
So yes, as we all know, Nick Jonas is indeed coming to Guam. We all know him as a part of the famous Jonas Brothers. He also just recently launched a solo career with hit singles such as Jealous and Chains. And I spoke with TPI General Manager EJ Calvo, and he assured us that Nick Jonas is just the first of what's going to be an amazing lineup for Guam Live this summer. So tickets are available right now at tpiguam.com. So Robin James Blas Paris on our Facebook page said, "Now that's what I'm talking about. Guam is being recognized by famous people who never heard of Guam before. Guarantee Nick Jonas will love Guam so much he will spread the island to more famous people to come."
Right, and we certainly hope more famous people do come. And if it's not Nick Jonas that's bringing attention to Guam, it's a couple by the name of Loretta Pangilinan and Kathleen Aguero. And Jolene, that was your story.
Yes. Kathleen and Loretta, they are the first same-sex couple in Guam's history to try and apply for a marriage license at the Department of Public Health. And they went there and they tried to turn in their application, but Public Health would not even accept it. Instead, they handed them a document stating why they weren't able to accept it. And according to Department of Public Health Director James Gillen, it clearly states in the law that marriage has to be between 2 individuals of the opposite sex. But this hasn't deterred this same-sex couple. On Monday, according to their attorney Bill Pesh, they are going to file with the federal court to fight for their right to wed. They've been together for over 9 years, and they have 3 foster children together, so they want to take their relationship to that next level. And we got a comment on Facebook, actually from Kathleen and Loretta themselves. Kaylo Aguero Pangilinan, they write, "Something we are prepared to do. A bump in the road will not stop us. We have fastened our seatbelts and are ready for this ride. Equality, that's all we want for us and everyone else out there."
So we look forward to seeing how this develops on Monday. Again, as you mentioned, they plan on filing a lawsuit in federal court. Let us know what your thoughts are on same-sex marriage. All you have to do is go over to KUAM.com or on our Facebook page and post your comments. And speaking of your thoughts, once we posted the video on Friday, there were hundreds of people that shared it, which eventually led to the arrest of 2 people that were involved in an armed robbery that occurred at Young's Pocket Market in Manila. We are told, thanks to the community information that came forward with it, it helped led to the suspect's quick apprehension. So congratulations to everyone out in the community. Well, if you've got a story and you would like us to cover it, or video and pictures you want to share with the news team, all you have to do is tag KUAM News on Facebook or send us an email at reporters@kuam.com.
Stay tuned, more on Weekend Edition returns.